What's up, humans? It's Steven, and we're back with Stranger Things Season 3, Episode 4. Guys, we're already halfway through the season, so I'm really expecting this episode to really be something crazy because it is mid-season. I just finished editing the last episode, and I realized something that I don't know how I didn't catch before, but the Russians are already compromised. I'm pretty sure, at the very least, the head guy in charge and the very strong guy have already been assimilated by the Mind Flayer, which makes sense for why they would be trying to open the gate, and also why the guy is unnecessarily strong. That's pretty scary, because if they've already assimilated the Russians, like, that's a whole army on the other side of the world that they have. So that's kind of crazy. But yeah, I'm just super ready to get into this. Before we do, I just want to let you guys know that my Patreon does now have full-length reactions for Stranger Things. I want to be trying to drop a full-length reaction over there, one every week if I can. I'll do more if I can. It's just a bit difficult to host those longer videos on Patreon, but I'm working it out. But yeah, one a week. So if you want to head over there, you want to get the full-length reactions, you can do that. Or if you just want to stay here and watch on YouTube, that's perfectly fine. Leave a like, maybe subscribe if you'd like. But either way, let's just go ahead and get into it.
Which one?
Hey, I've read both of those.
Heather had a fever, so she took a cold bath, but she's better now.
Not an ice bath. You don't willingly take an ice bath. Trust me.
Who is that?
That's actually a really good Wonder Woman comic. The Green Lantern one is ass.
This is Wonder Woman, aka Princess Diana. She's from Paradise Island, which is like this.
What is? Oh, that's. Oh, I was like, who is this? I forgot about this lady. Oh. Oh God. Oh. Are we gonna see it actually happen? Oh my God. I think season 1, I was talking about how it's very arachnid in nature. This is it's like a spider. Ew. Oh my God, face huggers.
Yeah, but if he's government, what's he doing slinking around? Why is he running? You know, why didn't we find anything down there?
Let's ask him.
Oh, she got plates. Atta girl. Oh, partially.
I think you should stick to sales.
Run a search. I'm sleeping. Go away.
Miss Mike, do not hang up. Something happened. Something bad. Our very lives can be at stake.
What are you talking about?
Is she gonna believe them?
We'll explain everything. What? Hurry. Try Dustin again. He's not answering.
Oh yeah, y'all need Dustin. He has very vital information.
Do you?
Oh no, I forgot. I forgot he's been assimilated. Oh, this is horrible.
I've worked at this years.
He's sweating like crazy.
Now we're a small town paper, but we have something the big papers don't have. Trust.
Tom, if you just
Do you know how I built that trust? By placing my faith in something the two of you don't seem to value a whole lot.
Oh man, they hit the Dutch angles. You know shit's getting bad.
So you broke into her home, committing trespass, for she almost died en route to the hospital.
They did do all those things.
Whatever disease that rat had clearly passed to her. And so...
5! Mrs. Driscoll is a paranoid schizophrenic.
What?
You didn't know that, did you?
Yeah, that came out of left field.
Which brings me to my sixth and final fact.
Oh God, they're fired.
Both of you.
Fine, you guys don't need to work there anyway. That place sucks.
It's like, you know when you drop on a roller coaster? Sure.
Yeah.
No. I was like, nah.
Your body is. I felt it before. Whenever he was close.
Whenever who was close?
The Mind Flayer.
How long was it between seasons 2 and 3? Because they all grew up so much.
What if we locked him out here with us?
Mmm.
And if he is, he'd want to attach himself to someone again. A new me.
A new host.
I'm looking for the name of a guy.
The name of a guy.
Yeah, I think you might know this guy. He was here the other day, rides a motorcycle.
Oh, shoot.
Big build, square jaw, dark.
I didn't even notice that he was there.
Military?
Please, don't give me that dead daughter sob story. Because I just don't care.
Oh, punch him in his face, please. Oh, yes. Sit down, Candace. Just stay out of it. Another Dutch angle. Joyce, take her to get some water. Oh. Yes. Oh, not the cigar cutter. Oh my God, I've seen this in a movie before. Oh, the Rocketeer. Oh. Who's fitting in there?
I don't know, man. I don't know if you can fit.
What's my app?
What?
Touch my butt, I don't care. Come on, harder, push it.
Terrible pudding. Here you go. I'm gonna just shove you. Ready? One, two.
I was about to say Erica might be able to fit.
Okay, so we wait until the pool closes until everyone leaves. We somehow get him to come from here and
They really about to trap his ass.
to here.
Yeah, in the sauna.
No fish, please.
Erica, you can't take it all up front. You gotta spread it out across the summer.
This is the route you're gonna take. Then we just wait till the last delivery goes out tonight.
I don't like this though. This is super dangerous. You're putting her way too much in harm's way.
Child endangerment.
We'll be in
Yes.
contact with you the whole time. With no-
Child endangerment.
Place there. Hey, you shoot that fella yourself?
Damn, that is a nice house.
That's not real.
Not a fan of the carpet though. Wallpaper is straight though. I never thought wallpaper was a bad look. Some of the designs, yeah, but wallpaper in general is kind of cool.
All right.
Hold on a second.
What is it?
Hess Farm, Henry's Place, Bullock's. Look, they're all here. They're all in Southeast Hawkins, right near Jordan Lake. And what else is near Jordan Lake?
Power plant.
Mm-hmm.
4 nights. So what if this machine that we've been talking about really does exist? And the reason that we didn't find it at the lab is because it isn't at the lab. It's at one of these properties.
Let's go, Joyce. Yeah, you told her to stick to sales.
But you're not like that. You're a fighter. You always have been. I honestly don't know where you get it from.
Definitely not your dad.
I think you were swapped in the hospital, to tell you the truth. No. Get it from you.
This is nice. We never really got, I mean, we got one scene between them two, but not as deep as this.
Hopper, he went all crazy on me, telling me I'm spending way too much time with you. He made me lie. I mean, you're the most important thing to me in the world.
What if he's right?
Oh.
Huh.
No. He's just some angry old man who hates joy.
But if I only see you, and I'm a different species than you, then I should be with my species more.
Damn. Damn.
Did you spy on me?
Those are some extremely clean vents, by the way. But they're always clean in movies. Small price to pay for espionage. Bro, you didn't want to dry off a little more before you start putting your clothes on?
Pool's closed.
This is so cool.
You think this is funny, huh?
Not him doing the little children's laugh. And door closes.
Hi.
Hell yeah. Heat him up. I don't think she should be here. It might prevent him from showing his true form.
Do it.
That's definitely not Chinese food.
Is that?
Maybe you guys should, stand back.
That's not nuclear technology, is it?
Step back.
No.
Those cores need to stay at a certain temperature. Do not pull that out, bruh. Put it back in. The warmer it gets, the more unstable it gets. Put it back in.
Press, Erica.
Don't put it in her backpack. No.
Pressing the button.
Oh my God, they're stressing me out. Damn, that thing travels fast. I'm so stressed about what's in Erica's backpack, because if that, I'm pretty sure if that shit warms up, it's gonna become unstable. Oh, I thought he was gonna start banging his head against the window.
It's not my fault, okay, Max, please.
Oh shit. I think he's being genuine.
Believe me, Max, it's not my fault. Tried to stop him, okay, I did. Please believe me, Max. Please believe me.
It's gonna be okay.
Max, please.
It's gonna be okay.
Yeah, no, I knew something was fuzzy.
Max, get away from the door.
Get away.
Get away from the door! Let me out, you bitch! Let me out! Fucking got you!
I knew the lady was gonna die. That lady's about to die, I'm pretty sure. Oh shit! Oh. This is insane. Oh my God. Somebody help. Please stop standing around and help. There are weights in there. Smack him upside the head. Thank you.
What the hell, you piece of shit?
Yes, let's go. Let's go, 11. Let's go. Toss him back in the sauna. Don't explode him. Please don't explode him. Okay. She's probably tapped out now, though. I don't think she's got any left.
The girl.
Oh.
Was it her?
What a song choice. We'll meet again. He used the other lady's powers. I'm pretty sure Miss Driscoll is probably dead. Man, good episode. Good episode. Okay, so we have a lot to talk about. I think I want to start at that last scene there. So that was pretty interesting to see what Billy was doing. When he was fighting against Elle, the reason they kept cutting back and forth to Miss Driscoll is because he was literally channeling her energy, her life force energy into himself. I guess she's the closest. She was probably the closest one to him. And with them being a hive mind, yes, you can share energy. So he was using her life force to power himself up, and that's how powerful Elle is. The fact that he couldn't take her on his own, that he had to literally try and use another assimilated body to try to overpower her, and he still lost in the end. So that was pretty interesting. I want to talk about why, because I started putting some things together. I want to talk about why Billy was a better host for the Mind Flayer, or sort of OG host for the Mind Flayer, than Will. If you look at Billy and Will's life at the time in which they got taken over by the Mind Flayer, they're complete opposites. So Will has a lot of love in his life. He has hurt, sure, because his dad left and his dad doesn't like him, and he's dealing with things in his boyhood, learning about himself that may not be the same as everybody else. However, his mom loves him immensely. His brother loves him immensely. His friends, they all love him. There's so much love in Will's life that while he was being the Mind Flayer, the memories and the love that he has within himself, that was very difficult for the Mind Flayer to completely nullify and suppress and completely take over him. Whereas Billy, there's a lot of hatred, a lot of anger, a lot of misunderstanding in his life. His dad is a horrible person. He hasn't connected with Max yet, so he doesn't necessarily love Max. I doubt he cares too much about his stepmom. He uses everybody in his life. He doesn't have any close-knit friends. So his emotions were easier to latch on to for the Mind Flayer and take more control over. That's why he's been able to assimilate a lot more people to his side, whereas when the Mind Flayer was in Will, he couldn't assimilate anybody, and they were able to expunge it from Will. So I thought that was really interesting. It's very much like light side and dark side energy, how the Sith, they use their hatred and their anger to fuel their power, and the more that they tap into those negative feelings, the more powerful they become. So the Mind Flayer, instead of being able to attach itself to someone like Will, who's full of love and positivity in his life and he has a bright future, it's easier to tap on to someone who's full of hate and anger. The symbiote in Spider-Man also works very similar to that. So I thought that was really cool in the way they were laying it out. Also, this episode, cinematic magic. Saw a lot of things being done very well, things that I learned in film school, things that I've had to do things that I've had to implement on various movie sets that I've been on. It was so good. So the scene where Nancy and Jonathan were being confronted at the newspaper, I love that. That was so good. So a Dutch angle is when they tilt the camera slightly. Dutch angles can be very subtle or they can be very drastic. You can tilt the camera slightly, or you can tilt it a lot. But either way, when you tilt that camera, it gives the viewer an uneasy feeling. The less you do it, though, it's kind of interesting because if you it depends on your visual language that you want. If you do a very subtle Dutch angle like the one that they had on Nancy and Jonathan, it gives you this very subtle, eerie feeling in your stomach. The less you can notice it, the less you realize that it's the camera angle making you feel that way. The more angled that the Dutch angle is, then the more it's just like sirens going off in your head, like, oh my God, something's bad, something's wrong, this is very bad, we got to get out of this situation. So anytime they would cut to the leader of the newspaper who has been assimilated, the Dutch angle was a lot more dramatic. Oh man, it was so good. And the Dutch angles don't kick in until he kicks the desk and you get this camera shake and then it goes into a Dutch angle. Oh, chef's kiss. I love that so much. Yeah, man, this episode is crazy. It was really crazy to see Max be so torn up about Billy, seeing how he was assimilated, because you can tell she does want a connection with him, but he's never let her in. For whatever reasons within himself, he's never let her in. Hopefully, if they are able to get the Mind Flayer out of Billy that him and Max can kind of have a heart to heart. Speaking of heart to hearts, this was also interesting because last season when we got to this point when shit was hitting the fan, relating the season, and you got the Demodogs out, everybody made it a point to connect with each other and bond and air out any grievances they had, and they listened. But in this episode, we had two very specific scenes, one with Lucas and Will and one with Mike and Elle, how people are coming together and one person is trying to reconcile, trying to air out their grievances, and the other one's just not having it. So that talks a lot about where the squad is right now in this current state of time. And so, man, I love this episode. This episode was crazy, and I already know next episode's got to be even wilder. So I'm so ready to get into it. I hope you are too. But that's gonna do it for today's video, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. Remember to drink some water, and if no one's told you today, just know that I love you. Peace out, everybody.